The passion is back! Up, What Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Hinomaru Zumou, chapter 211. So, last time I covered Hinomaru Zumou, I covered chapters 209, 210, and in 209, basically, my boy Hinomaru found his love, his passion for sumo again, because, basically, up until now, like, he was so focused on being Jinao that he, like, forgot to have fun while wrestling, and it's so good to see that he's having fun while wrestling again. And also in chapter 210, we got to see Dochikiri versus Mikazuki amongst things, and we saw, like, the struggle that Mikazuki was going through to determine, like, if he was gonna go pro as well, which was really cool. And man, at the end of the chapter, dude, woo, Sousuke had some fighting words for Hinomaru, which was, he doesn't believe that Hinomaru is really back. He does not, so this could be interesting. But anyway, let's get to chapter 211 and see what happens next. Oh my god, this cover! I'm not gonna rant about the anime. I'm not going to rant about the anime. Oh, let's get to this chapter. In these Kusanagi. Ushio is back? No, he's not back at all. The Ushio I wanted to meet again was... God damn it! Kawaii, you really want me to go there, huh? Oh god, okay, so I'm gonna be real with this, but let me just read this first. The TV anime is about to begin. Well, it isn't going right now. Burn the sight of his fighting spirit into your retinas. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of shit for my opinion about the anime. And, first off, well, fuck you for giving me shit about the opinion about the anime when my opinion is actually pretty much right. Sorry that you're all butthurt about it, that you're butthurt about the fact that Gonzo is butchering Kawada's work. I'm sorry, they are! Like, these are just straight up facts. I don't know what to tell you. From the writing, the animation, the soundtrack, just everything. Gonzo was just butchering this shit. And, like, I tried with episode 2. I tried recording a live reaction for episode 2. Because I really wanted to see Chihiro animated. I really did. I especially wanted to hear his voice actor, but I just couldn't even get through it. Like, my god, this writing is fucking awful. Like, and the anime, like, I would forgive it if the animation was good. Like, and especially if, like, Gonzo was doing what, like, Studio Vaughn was doing with their animation and action, or what Studio Period's doing with their animation for Karakuri Circus and Black Clover, respectively, and just, like, trying to give me some art, but they're not even doing that! It's terrible! The characters don't even look like Kawada's work. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that anime is not Hinomaru Zumou. And I don't know if Kawada, had any input on what Gonzo's doing. If you did, Kawada, if you had input on this, and you approved of this, I apologize, but Kawada, this is not your work. And the fact that I'm bringing up Karakuri Circus into this is saying something, because the fact that you're worse than Karakuri Circus is saying something, animation-wise, because Karakuri Circus, like, the thing that they're doing bad is, god, the puppets look so fucking bad! Oh, I fucking hate the puppets in Karakuri Circus. They're animated terribly. But, like, that's the, animation-wise, like, that's the only thing that's really animated badly. But, like, but I'm not gonna rant on this anymore. I'm gonna try not to rant on this anymore. Ugh. But, man, Gonzo, all I'm gonna say is, Gonzo, I had faith in you. I really did, because I liked what you did with Witchblade animation-wise. And I really thought you were gonna bring some of that up in here into Hinomaru Zumou. And you did, and you haven't done shit! And it's just, ugh! I would forgive you, especially if the characters look like themselves, and from what I'm seeing in the concept art, oh, it looks bad! It is a clusterfuck! I'm telling you, manga readers, stay the fuck away from that anime adaptation. It is bad! Anyway, let's get to... If you don't agree with me on that, I want to know your reasons why you think this is actually a good anime adaptation. Please, I want to know why. Please dispute me on this. Because this is not a good anime adaptation. It is bad. It's, like, I'm going to say it's worse than what... I want to say Gonzo is butchering Hinomaru Zumou worse than what JC staff did to Shokugeki no Soma Season 3. And that's saying a lot. Fuck, they're butchering it worse than what Studio Vaughn's done in Karakuri Circus so far, and that's saying a lot. But anyway, chapter 211 is titled The Sumo Wrestler Way of Life. I'm sorry, I really had to get that out of my system. I didn't want to rant on this anime, but Kawada, this is all on you, Kawada. You put this freaking color spread here, so I had no choice. Not long before the September tournament began at the Yamada-kuni stable, it really has been a while since you've come to the stable, hasn't it? You've grown into a full-fledged man since I last saw you. Oh, it's Shun! Oh my god, it's Shun! I haven't seen Shun in forever! And he's Kariya Shun, age 19, 172 centimeters, 83 kilograms. Hey, sorry about this. I know you're busy with the tournament on the horizon. You two should eat with us today as well. You were all close when you were teammates at Iga High. Oh god, I'm so happy Shun's here. Nah, I'm alright with eating after the Sikatori as usual. I'm just an annoying senior to these guys at this point. You're never honest with yourself, are you, Rion? And that's Sabai Rion, ring name as the shit. If I'm butchering names, I'm sorry. And this is the Yama Tokuni stable. Sabai Rion, ring name Sashindo. Sashindo Rio. Sashindo Rion. There we go. 18 seed of Eastern Sanadame, and Daniel Stefanov, age 20, ring name Daigo Eichi, first seed of Western Makushita. Still, Shun was closer to you than we were, so I'm sure you both have a lot to catch up on with each other. What did you come here for? Oh my, oh Sosuke, oh god. Sosuke's being an edgelord. Sosuke, there's no need for that sort of tone. Yeah, come on, Sosuke. I heard you quit sumo, Shun. What? Oh, did you? What's your point? Can't we be friends if I'm no longer sumo wrestling? Why, Shun? Why did you do that? Thanks for the meal. Sosuke? I'm sure it must have come as a shock to him. He probably always thought you'd end up going pro as well. To think you'd be unable to fight anymore due to injuries. No! Amateur Sumo World Championships lightweight champion Kariya Shun, 17, second year, national treasure Koryu Kagamitsu. No, it's due to injuries? If you were injured, then all you needed to do was wait until you had recovered. You love sumo, so why would you... My left knee was the first to go, and since I was favoring it, I ended up injuring my right knee soon after. I'd done my neck and back at some point along the way, too. My back was so bad, I was told I would never recover from it. No! No, Shun! No! Despite that, I continued to do everything I could to keep going, but in the end, I couldn't fight in a convincing manner anymore, much less win. Sumo wrestling stopped being fun once I felt that I couldn't keep lying to myself anymore. Oh, my poor baby! Oh, I'm gonna cry! My poor baby! Is there really nothing else that can be done? Oh my god, I'm gonna cry! Sosuke's crying too! Sosuke, don't cry! I'm gonna cry! You hit a wall in middle school because of your size, but you didn't give up. You used your brains and ended up finding success. And I really respected you for that. So why? Weren't you going to become my rival? Having an active Ozeki shower me with so much praise certainly gives me some sort of closure on my sumo career. Oh my god! No, Shun, no! No! It's not like I came to completely dislike sumo as a whole, though. I'm the manager of a sumo club now! Yay! At least Shun is still involved in the sumo world. I still wanted to be of use to everyone, even if I couldn't compete directly. In that position, I got put in charge of managing the club's homepage, too. It was actually pretty fun, and I found myself constantly tinkering with the design and stuff. We've got quite a good reputation because of it, too. I even feel like my new calling might be somewhere in that field. I'm seriously considering focusing my studies around it. Oh, he's gonna be a web designer! Well, you always have been good at drawing, and you're good with computers, too. I like it. I think it's a good path for you. Oh, it's killing me, though, but I'm really happy for Shun. I think it's good for him, too. Having quietly accepted the reality that he couldn't sumo wrestle anymore, Shun came across as somewhat more mature. I felt embarrassed being the only one sulking about it. What does reality try to wake up why does reality try to wake us up from our dreams, I wonder? Will it also have to come to terms with it eventually? Is insisting on the pursuit of this ideal the pursuit of, Yamato-kuni a foolish thing? Know your place. You're not a Yamato-kuni. You cannot become him. Don't you have more of your own techniques? You're so obsessed with chasing your father's ghost that you're not looking at yourself. Can Yamato-kuni sumo even defeat Jino? Yamato-kuni was defeated by Jino. Why don't you ask that question in the ring? What? You'll be facing him this tournament, won't you? That fool who's insistent on his pursuit of idealistic Yokozuna sumo? Yes! I'm not sure. I'm not expecting much out of him in his current state. In your mind, what is Yokozuna sumo? When asked that by my father on the final day of the training camp, he replied with, I don't know. Have you too lost the ability to oppose reality? Wasn't it something you would stick to even in death? For you to use Shun's technique, a technique characteristic of the small, does that not contradict your very way of life for all of this time? Woo! That's a good point. If you were going to end up following that path anyway, then does that mean that our fight was just a detour for you? Are you not aiming for the title of Yokozuna anymore? It was because I felt your way of life firsthand that I... Kuze! Begin! Right overarm! Hey! Where the hell do you think you're looking during a fight, huh? Look of carnage! Outrage! Woo! Second seat of Eastern, Magashira, Okanahira, Akiyoshi! Woo! The whole damn lot of you don't look down on me! His opponent was in a stance that didn't allow for either an overarm or underarm grip. Gate closure! Death by thirst! So what? Are you just another human too? They say that at the Rashomon Gate is the dwelling place of a demon. It's, Okanihara, he obtains his 4th consecutive victory by, defeating Ozeki, Kusanagi unscathed without so much as letting him lift a finger. Kusanagi receives a devastating second loss in the early stages of this tournament. Whoa, no way! Kano defeated Kusanagi of all people? SOUSKE'S sumo was pretty horrendous, but more than that, that was some brutal sumo. Until now, I've had the impression that he was good, but never intimidating. He's really been riding his emotions this tournament. Almost as if he's trying to assist Yokozuna Jino in winning his final tournament as a fellow stablemate. At the next tournament, you might want to be careful of Okanihira Zeki as well. He's legit frustrated at losing to Yokozuna Jino. Assist? Not a chance. What I see is the face of someone saying they'll stab Jino from behind! Woo! That he will be the champion of this tournament! Defeating Kusanagi in that poor state is nothing to boast about, Kuku Akihira. Besides, begin! Final bell on the 4th day! Yokozuna Jino win, Komusubi, Odena, woo! 2 wins, 1 loss. Pesky younger brother. The September tournament's cutthroat rivalry between warlords reaches new extremes. I'll line you up with the loss, like my own, so just behave, Yokozuna. Fight! Woo! Woo! This is crazy. So Sousuke, it's really interesting to see how Sousuke is going through his own inner struggle as well. And it's because of Shun retiring. And you know what? It's actually understandable. Because Sousuke thought that Shun was going to be with him this entire time, but Shun can't. Shun had to retire because of his injuries, but you know, you know what? In a way, it's kind of a blessing in disguise for Shun, because Shun found something that he wanted to do even more. Like, I feel like it was the sumo god's way of saying, look, Shun, this is not for you. There's another calling for you, being a web designer. It's gonna be interesting to see how Sousuke comes back from this. I feel like when Sousuke fights Hinomaru, because it's going to happen, I think that's when he's going to find his answer. Because Sousuke's fighting in a short style. Like, he's fighting as if he is shorter. Because he's fighting in Shun's style. And I think he's going to, as Shun kind of said, I think he's going to get his answer when he fights Hinomaru. Because, to me, I think, and the reason why Sousuke lost, and I know, it's not I think, it's I know, Sousuke lost, and he's not doing well right now, is because it's similar to Hinomaru, is that he's just completely lost right now. He's struggling to find who he is as a sumo wrestler, but unlike Hinomaru, where Hinomaru was just so focused on, you know, beating Jino, like, he didn't have his love for sumo, he didn't see anything else, but he was just blinded by his obsession by beating Jino. He didn't see anything else around him, so like he was kind of lost in a way, because he lost his passion for sumo. It's with Sousuke, it's like he's just lost in general. Sousuke is just completely lost. He doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what his sumo is anymore. He doesn't know, like, because he lost his partner in crime, so to speak, he doesn't have a path anymore. He doesn't know. I'm really curious what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that, I'm hoping that Shun's going to talk to Hinomaru. I really do. I hope Shun's going to tell Hinomaru what's going on with Sousuke. And, you know, explain the situation. And Hinomaru and Sousuke are like, I don't know if it's going to be an official match or in like a practice match, but they're going to solve it. That they're going to solve the where Sousuke's going to find his path. Very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!